What up, what's poppin', and welcome back to my channel, it's your girl Monet Bay. And today, what I have for us to react to is Top 10 Shocking Moments on Wife Swap by Watch Mojo. Now, I'm not gonna make this intro very long because we all know, it's all in the title. We all have seen wife swap moments. I'm ready to get right on into it, see what's going on. Y'all know I'm faded, y'all know I'm elated, y'all know I'm ready to see whatever is coagulated. Hold on. No, take that back. Just to see whatever's in the video. We just gonna stick to what I know. And yeah, let's jump right on into it.
Not degrading her.
Neither am I.
Yes, you are. You feminist pig.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
You call her
and today we're
feminist
counting
pig.
down our picks for the top 10 shocking moments on Wife Swap.
Jack generalizes everything on male or female. He
Oh,
differentiates everything based on what
Oh no, I couldn't go in that household. Me and Jack been and went toe to toe like Jack in jail.
gender you are.
I'm so corny.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most emotionally charged and outlandish moments from the American version of this show, including the revived series and
red in the
reboot.
face?
What's your favorite moment from Wife Swap? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, gaming dependence. Since the 1970s, video games have captured the attention of millions of Americans. The Mallory family featured on Wife Swap are no different. While all of the family members have their issues with gaming or spending time on the internet, it's father and husband Andrew who takes the cake.
Tell me why you think you're here.
Certain people think I have a gaming addiction.
He's over in his
You know
computer
what?
all day. The only time
I know people say not stereotype, but he seemed like the fucking type, and his son looked like he is literally a carbon copy.
they would communicate is
Already.
playing their games, screaming at each other.
Like most vices, Andrew's fixation has come at the cost of those around him. His habit has resulted in a one-sided partnership with his wife and a lack of parental presence for his 12-year-old son. In a shocking and eye-opening therapy session, Andrew learns how his actions have made his son feel unheard and unseen.
Yeah.
What he's saying?
Saying he's lonely.
Does that seem like someone who's getting the message that he's loved?
The heart-wrenching scene makes for a difficult moment to watch, as the emotional boy clearly and desperately wants his father's love and attention.
We should spend a little more time together. I felt a little more cared for or loved.
Number 9, Chicken Nugget Debacle. In the Holland household, little King Curtis rules the roost.
King Curtis reigns. He gets his way every single time, and he doesn't even have to break a sweat doing it.
As king, he's used to having his every wish fulfilled by his parents, even if that means having no chores or living exclusively off of chicken nuggets.
Hold on, we jump right back
To
on
Curtis's
into it.
dismay, Wife Swap brought
He's
Joy
sitting there
Brown
like a damn
into his life.
ladybug on the couch, pressed up.
Much to Curtis's dismay, Wife Swap brought Joy Brown into his life.
I'm scared of her. She's like the big bad wolf.
And with Joy brought changes focused on discipline and healthy dieting.
You the
meaning
big bad
no more
wolf?
chicken nuggets. Well, actually, no more chicken fingers, but you catch our drift. Like anyone else in their right mind, this change was too much for Curtis to handle, leading to one of the most memorable moments in the show's
I
history.
remember this.
Joy, I have been nice to you, but now I'm coming to the edge.
There is something bewildering yet
Cause he thought he was doing something. Ooh, if I was his mom, I would have took. Never mind.
about Curtis's expression of anger,
I already know
his
how the internet.
well-spoken
I already know how the internet play around. I don't have nothing to say about that.
insults, and his attachment to chicken as he packs his tiny suitcase to walk out on Joy.
She's
Go
trying to
ahead.
try to stop me, but she can't run in those little high heels. Never see.
You go ahead, Billy
What would
Bob.
you say to someone who's unsure about using Shopify?
My business has grown significantly since getting on Shopify, and I know that as we continue to grow, Shopify can keep up with us in terms of speed and in terms of how well.
This face again.
Number 8, dumpster dive dining. While some may be surprised at the Heiss' lavish lifestyle and excessive consumption in season 2 of Wife Swap, the Kestrels' way of life is much more shocking.
All you do is go on and on and on and on and on and on. I don't want to learn all his nonsense. All I want to do is tell him, go get a job, cut your hair, and take a shower.
Like most, Susan Heiss has a difficult time understanding the Kestrels' lifestyle choices. The family purposefully lives below the poverty line, surviving on an income...
Is that my shit doing it, or is that they shit doing it?
Choices. The family purposefully lives below the poverty line, surviving on an income of only $6,000 a year and dumpster diving for food in an effort to conserve resources.
The Kestrels' convenience-free lifestyle is based on the philosophy of saving the world through conservation, including growing and recycling their food.
We consider...
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my facial features in check because I know how my face gets, and I'm not trying to say anything that I don't mean to say.
To be vegans, which is a play on the word vegan, and the implication is that society wastes a whole lot, and that
while their intentions are good, some might say that their choices come at the cost of their quality of life or dignity. It's safe to say Susan Heiss would agree with that sentiment. In fact, the experience was so distressing that Susan had a near breakdown when she was asked to beg for scraps to eat.
Susan has broken down at the prospect of having to beg for food, and Ian takes it upon himself to comfort her.
Number 7. Blatant misogyny. It's no wonder that Helani Lobdell felt like she was transported back in the 1940s when she entered the Moon household.
We have very traditional roles, and I believe that as a wife, I should support my husband as the head of our household.
That self-proclaimed man of the house, Jack Moon, believes that a woman's purpose is to serve men and look pretty doing it.
And he looked like the fucking type. Like, literally, like... Sometimes... Come on, y'all. Sometimes the stereotypes be stereotyping.
If alone are belittling to an entire gender, his enforcement of those beliefs are even more insulting.
Do you cook?
No. Jack, do you cook?
No.
You can't cook or you don't want to cook?
Cooking is for women.
Wow. Okay.
When the two first meet on the show, Jack's first line of questioning is distasteful.
And she was bad too. See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, so you see why this is not the type of woman that you could have? Because you like that in the mental. You see what your options are.
Immediately evaluating Helani's usefulness to him. We see the same chauvinistic and demeaning attitude towards Helani for the rest of the episode, both in Jack's comments and behavior.
I appreciate the fact that you're this strong woman, but think about making some food, okay? Unless you pay some bills around here, you can't come in and tell the Jackster what to do.
Tired and frustrated with Jack's archaic way of thinking, Helani came home grateful to be living in the 21st century. Number 6. Casual mistreatment. You wouldn't think that parents would willingly admit to harming their own children on national television, but the Reimers aren't like other parents.
Our instrument of discipline is the whacker. The whacker?
The what?
Which is used for spanking. Spanking.
This family practically runs their home like a military regime, maintaining a high standard for their young children that comes with strict discipline. In the Reimers' introduction, the parents coolly and unabashedly explain that each of their children has a leather whacker that is used to spank them when they get out of line.
That is not going to work.
Well, I mean, it kind of like a belt to me, but...
This is more like a military.
Wow.
Like a military church.
While it is completely normal to discipline children,
I'm not gonna lie, they don't even look like the type to even do that, but hey, the more you know.
The extreme and come across as very cold. Thankfully, swapped wife Cindy Bittner spoke her mind about the whackers and cut the leather belts up, much to the joy of the children.
There is no more whacker. The whacker's gone. So you won't be threatened with this? We've gotten rid of this.
Number 5. Opposites attract. When the patriotic, gun-toting American Glenn Smoke appeared on Wife Swap, he seemingly did so with the intention of forming a closer and more loving relationship with his partner.
I hope it brings them even closer. I really do. It'd be nice to go back the way we were. And be able to sleep in the same bed again.
But things seemed to take a turn when Amy Beaver arrived at his home. Despite her advocacy for animal rights and pacifistic nature, Glenn makes a point to comment on her beauty, kiss her several times throughout the episode, and show her off like a trophy.
You look nice.
Thank you.
A lot of the husbands Wow, we're very jealous of me.
Everybody, this is Amy. This is my new wife.
It's not exactly the type of behavior you would expect a married
He's a weirdo. You're too old to be acting like that. Come on now.
Man to exhibit.
Come on.
If all of that wasn't enough, Glenn explicitly admits to the cameras that he would like Amy as his partner.
I wish I had her as a wife, a real wife.
Though we are pretty sure those feelings are not mutual.
I am so tempted to strangle the hell out of this man.
Number 4, radical unschooling. Dana and Joe Martin's parenting style and view on education are about as unconventional as you can get. The two believe in radical unschooling, a method of education where children use the world as a tool and learn through life experiences rather than using books or homework.
Our family are radical unschoolers. I think schools are like prisons. It's one of the most unjust things to do to institutionalize a kid. I am an advocate in the unschooling movement.
Though a nice idea in theory, the Martins' method of schooling, or lack thereof, is concerning to say the least. Their 11-year-old daughter is only just beginning to teach herself how to read, but is still unable to pick up a book to read from.
I learn and play when I'm home.
Our 11-year-old daughter, Tiffany, has slowly started to teach herself how to read through texting.
I can't really read books yet.
This makes it difficult to understand the actual benefits or use of unschooling when a child is illiterate at such an age. Though hyperbolic, Cindy Avery Lamb voiced what most of us were thinking during the episode.
Your daughter can't even read the word only? What I find is you guys are lazy parents.
If you please would stop talking.
I'm not going to stop because you asking me. You haven't gave me no respect.
Wow.
This is sounding really disrespectful.
Yeah, why my ass? You suck.
Hey, she mad for them
3 out of 4
kids.
people who have watched this film have turned gay.
Oh, wait.
What?
Number 3, drama queen. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. To the Gustafaro family, beauty is all that matters. From 11 months old, the Gustafaros have raised their daughter Alicia to participate in beauty pageants.
I don't care what other people say. Appearance is everything in this world. This is a dynamite picture. It blows the judges away. I do feel sorry for people that are not gorgeous people.
While the practice itself is controversial, the behavior displayed by Alicia's parents is even more troubling. While the family spoils Alicia with Christmas presents year-round and completes schoolwork for the teenager, the values instilled in their impressionable daughter may be disturbing to some.
Alicia, who usually has her parents do her homework, has to do a school project herself.
Just make a note you'll want to check your spelling of America. I would be very concerned. She's not able to write complete sentences. She lacks basic spelling skills. It was hard for her.
Both parents.
So you gonna sit there and say that act like that's not y'all fucking fault? Bro, everybody not meant to be parents, bro. I swear.
Utmost
people need to have their
on
fucking priorities right.
Appearance, especially when it comes to Alicia. Mr. Gustafaro in particular makes several unsavory comments in relation to his daughter's looks and even helps to keep up her appearances.
Ralph's not used to anybody, particularly a woman standing up to him. I'm not surprised. I mean, that Ralph immediately went to intimidating behavior.
To say his involvement in Alicia's physical looks is uncomfortable to watch would be an understatement. Number 2, raw food diet. Kim Hess-Webb is a quintessential urban mother whose prime focus remains on education and cleanliness. Little did she know that she was in for one of the most shocking experiences of her life when she lived with the Hagewoods.
This is what Barb would eat.
Yeah, and it, you know what? Actually, it smells really good, but I just can't. I can't.
Close
do it.
it.
I don't want to risk my health.
This family of farmers unschools their children, brushes their teeth with butter, and consumes an all-raw food diet.
Ooh, I know it
that means
stinks.
vegetables, eggs, and yes, even raw meat.
No, it's
Show me
stinking now.
one instance where this is not good for them.
I haven't done the research.
I have! And you wouldn't know because you won't try.
The entire family aggressively defends their choices as healthy, boasting miraculous benefits from their diet such as hair regrowth. But we'll let you decide if that worked for Mr. Hagewood or not.
Who's hair regrowth? Because if y'all doing it, why he don't
Viewers
have
and
no
Kim
no
can't help but
regrowth?
cringe every time the Hagewoods bite into a piece of uncooked meat.
I'm fed up with Kim, so we're going back on the raw diet. My kids are going to be healthy. It's what we do.
In addition to wondering how they have survived this long. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them
Right.
if you're weren't the biggest fan of. Mommy issues. Let's face it, we've all been stuck at jobs we weren't the biggest fan of. Samantha Myers would have to agree. However, Sam enjoys her role as a high-level executive and, instead, likens her job as a mother of 4 to negative work.
Taking care of kids, it's a thankless job and it's negative work. You only realize it when it's not done.
While there's no denying motherhood is not for everyone, Sam's callous attitude towards her children throughout the episode is uncomfortable to watch, especially when the Myers children are so well aware of her views.
My mother is, cold and callous.
Our kids raise themselves.
I've been raised to be self-sufficient, and I think I'd freak out if someone tried to do everything for me.
Let's get your gems in.
Drew's in college. He steps in as a parent for Tom. I'll keep him around as long as he's an asset here.
Sam's daughter even reveals that she has questioned her mother on why she has had so many children. The response was awkward and distasteful at best. In an episode full of several emotional high points, the most shocking moment was the emotional vacancy between Sam and her children.
I've gotten more involved in the children's activities and spending more time with them.
My mother has learned to be a little bit more in touch with her emotions. She's learned to care a little bit more.
The Mallory family featured on Wife Swap. The Mallory family featured on Wife Swap are no different.
What? Alright, anyway. Well, that was it for that video. That was a cool little video. You know, if you want me to, you know, keep reacting to videos like that. Or if you have any suggestions of video, any suggestion of videos that you want me to react to, let me know down below. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.